Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're not subscribed to my channel yet, be sure to hit the subscribe button below. I upload videos every Sunday and I try to make sure that the content that I have for you is both fun, informational, and relatable. So let's get started. Today we're going to be talking about how to spend your money on material things or on memories. I have friends who go out of their way to travel all over the world to the best extent that they can. 3 months ago they were in Bora Bora. In another 2 weeks they're going to be in Malta, and then they're going to Mauritius, and they're making these incredible memories. And frankly, I'm jealous. I'm wondering, how can you do that? The travel lifestyle is so rich in culture. Anyone who is friends with people who are avid travelers, you can relate to them. You can tell that they've been around the world. They seem to have an appreciation for life that is unparalleled compared to people who tend not to travel. On the other hand, people that I know also spend a lot of money on material things. Cars, watches, designer bags, designer makeup, expensive hair, just things that are expensive, and that's what they spend their money on. And I relate to that as well. I've traveled a lot in my lifetime. I've been to Paris, I've been to Mykonos, Nigeria, and of course I grew up in Nigeria, and I've been to Nigeria, London, Canada, and I'm going to the Bahamas in 2 weeks, and then I'm going to Mexico in a couple of months. Like, I love to travel, but I also love to spend my money on material things. I am a proponent for good shoes. I like good purses. I like nice makeup. How do you balance those things? How do you know what to spend your money on? What's important? Is it making memories with people at a location that you're never going to forget? Or is it just buying material things and just amassing your possessions, growing your collection of whatever it is you're collecting? We'll talk about that in this video. So let's get started with material things. With material things, they're tangible, right? You can, like Carrie Bradshaw said, I like my money where I can see it, in my closet. You can walk into your closet and see the purses that you bought 2 years ago, see the shoes that you bought 3 years ago. You know it's still there. You know that the money you expended for that particular item is still viable because you can also sell it. A lot of items appreciate, a lot of luxury items appreciate, dependent of course on the brand and the style, but they usually appreciate. So you can keep items in your closet and not have to worry about, am I going to buy this again next year? You don't have to worry about that. It's already there. Another thing is, you can buy generational pieces. For example, Patek Philippe watches, you don't simply buy them. You buy them and you keep them for the next generation. Cartier bracelets, Cartier rings, certain things, Chanel purses, certain cars, you buy them and you hand them down. So even though it may seem as though you're just spending money now, you're actually saving money, and that's going to help you in the next generation. But you're not making any memories while you're doing that. You're just amassing a lot of possessions. And if you buy a very expensive watch right now and you expect to give it to your son when he's 25 and your son is only 2 years old, well, you have 20-30 years to watch that watch just hang around and collect dust. So things like that are the things I take into consideration when I'm thinking about buying material things. Another thing is that once you buy material things, you buy once and you're done. Right? Unlike if you have to travel, you travel and you have to go back, or you're like, oh, I like Italy, but now I want to go to Greece, or I like Greece, but now I want to go to Spain. Things like that. So as far as material things are concerned, I'm a fan of material things to the extent that they are tangible, they are generational pieces, they do appreciate, and you buy and it's done. The disadvantages, however, of material things are they could be on trend right now, and that doesn't mean that it's going to be something that you want to wear in the next 2 to 3 years. And at that point, you find that you actually wasted almost $1,000 on a pair of shoes that you can't actually imagine yourself wearing again. I try not to make that mistake, but he who has not sinned cast the first stone. I have some items in my closet right now that I cringe when I see them. I'm like, why did I buy that? What was I thinking? Where was I going with that? But again, it comes with a process. If you're a buyer, if you're a clicker, if you're a purchaser, you definitely buy things that may not be generational, may not appreciate over time, and you actually either have to give them out or sell them for significantly less. A lot of items also depreciate, save for very few brands. The rest of them significantly depreciate after a while. You may buy an item now and you think that yes, whenever you're tired of wearing it or you're done loving the item, you can sell it, and then you find out that actually no, it's not selling. No one wants to buy this. It was trendy 10 years ago or 5 years ago. It's no longer trendy. Now you have that item in your wardrobe. What are you going to do with it? It's done. It's done, and you spent the money, and it's just what it is. You're never going to get that money back, and you may either end up giving it out for nothing, or selling it, if at all, like a percentage of how much it was actually worth when you got it, and that's sad and it's unfortunate. So that's another disadvantage of spending money on material things. Another disadvantage of spending money on material things is that it can actually come across as shallow. I mean, just be patient with me for a second. When you meet people who've traveled the world, who are rich in culture and are semi-acculturated to just the culture, if you will, of traveling. I just defined a word within a word and I kept it within the word. That's crazy. But when you meet people who've traveled and they see more culture, they have stories. They appear to have a little more depth to them, right? Everything they talk about is not just, oh, money, 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 this, or this watch is this expensive, the shoes is expensive, I got this here, or I got this. No, they talk about culture, they talk about experience, they talk about life, they talk about learning, they talk about things that have challenged them as a person. When you stand next to someone like that, but you're a collector of like Dior bags, you just somehow pale in comparison to them. That's just my opinion. You just appear to lack some depth in your life and in your way of thinking and in the things you hold important and things you hold to a high standard. And to an extent that actually could be a disadvantage, because reality is different from perception, but we also know that in the world that we live in right now, perception plays a significant role. So you can think about these two things and try to figure out the pros of buying material things actually worth you continuing to buy them, or if the cons of buying material things are actually enough to deter you from spending your money that way. Now we'll turn to making memories. We're talking about jet skiing, we're talking about skydiving, going to pastry stores in France, we're talking about dining at unique restaurants, we're talking about exploring trails in different locations. I mean, you get to create memories. You create memories with your friends, you create memories with yourself, you create memories with your family, whoever it is you travel with. You always have a special place in your heart for not just that place, but the person and the experience you guys had together at that time. And it's something that it feels a part of your heart that a nice necklace doesn't quite fill, if you know what I mean. It's a very rich experience, a very wholesome experience. It's a very human experience to pluck yourself out from your regular day-to-day activity and then go to a different place, a different location. You don't even speak the language, you don't know the culture, and immerse yourself in all of that and be there for a while. It's amazing. I know a lot of people who only spend money that way. They save up for vacations and they travel, they travel, they travel. So with regard to making memories, I think that that's a very unique way to spend your money and a very unique way to see life and go through life. Another advantage is being very well versed in different cultures. There's some people who speak multiple languages. They actually learn the language of a place before they go. I am too lazy. I'll just go there and hope I find one person who speaks English, because I just won't. But again, it takes a lot. It's a very unique thing to do, to say I'm going to Italy and 3 months before I go, get Rosetta Stone and learn how to speak the language, learn the culture, learn the geographic location, learn the history. I mean, this is something that only a select few people do, and they get it, and I applaud them for that. I think it's admirable. It's something that I don't do, but maybe when I grow up, maybe when I have more time, maybe when I get more acculturated in the culture of traveling, I will pick up on something like that. As does anything, traveling has its disadvantages. One, it's very expensive. Once you spend that money, you don't get it back. Once you board that flight, you are not going to get your money back. It's a black hole of spending. When you travel all the time, you will know where your funds are going. You can't look around and say, oh, I bought this car, that's where my savings went. No, you traveled, and that's it. Another disadvantage is there are always going to be more places to travel. Oh, now you're in Mykonos, Greece. Great. Now you want to go to Santorini, or now you want to go to Malaga, Spain, or you want to go to Bora Bora, or you want to go to Egypt. The list is endless. So you can spend literally the rest of your life going to places that you want to go, and the list will not be depleted because there's so many places to go, so many tourist destinations. So when are you going to stop? It's never going to stop. You're going to keep wanting to go, 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 and spend money and spend money and spend money. traveling and immerse yourself in different cultures, and at the end of the day, there's nothing tangible. What I'm trying to say is the money expended when traveling and the memories created are both intangible. You can't touch it, you can't feel it, so it's gone, and it also exists in a bubble in our memory. Now, of course, we can create scrapbooks, of course we can have souvenirs, we can have pictures and all that, but still the experience, unlike the briefcase that you bought and you saved for 3 years to be able to buy, that's sitting in your closet and will possibly be there for the rest of your life, and appreciate the value of your traveling experience exists in a bubble that is intangible. And because of that, that could also be problematic when it comes to deciding whether or not to travel. Or something else to think about with regard to traveling is the fact that you cannot quantify traveling. I traveled 4 times last year, but I have to think about it before I say it. I have like, okay, I traveled, I was in Miami, I was in San Francisco, I was here. Yeah, but okay, and you know, all that gets is, oh, okay, that's nice. And if you work hard for your money, as hard as I like to think that I work, you would realize that there's a certain benefit to being able to quantify how you spend your money. And when you're not able to quantify that by virtue of your traveling habits or certain habits, it can make you feel as though you are not taking control of your finances seriously. So those are the things that I have to take into consideration when I'm trying to decide how to spend my money. Do I want to buy an item, or do I want to create a memory? I think for me the perfect balance comes in spending some money for traveling while saving some money for whatever it is you want to save your money for, and buying things. I think that if you spend money on vacations, not only do you get to rest and unwind, but you get to immerse yourself in the culture of whatever location you are in, and you enjoy the benefits of staying. But you then know that the next big thing you're going to spend money on, in addition to yourself, is just something that you can walk into your closet and see, something that you can put in your living room and see. Oh, I need a new sofa, I need a new dining set. I don't subscribe to the principle of living like a pauper at home than going out and traveling in exotic locations, because home is where you come back to. Home is your default setting, and my home has to feel like my castle. It has to feel like the best place in the world for me to come back to. That way, the days/months that I don't travel, I'm still very much at peace. I'm still very much at rest, and I still very much enjoy just being by myself and being at home. So that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like more videos like this, be sure to leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Be sure to follow me on social media. Thanks for watching. I will see you guys in my next video. Thanks, guys.